Hello! So I want to do a video about the Arachne Maya team I used in the Cosmic Battle. As most of you probably know, I finished 6th place in the Cosmic Battle on this account, also finished 32nd place in the Cosmic Battle on my secondary account, and I didn't really spend like too many emeralds. I mean, I spent a lot less than I think most people would think, you mostly used the same team. There's a few times I switched out different heroes, like I might use Stone Cold at some points, but the Arachne Maya team I'm talking about is this one here with Arachne and Maya plus the Holy Trinity. The Holy Trinity, if you don't know it, is Aurora, Celeste, and Sebastian. Like I said, this team carried me pretty hard through most fights. Like I said, as you know, it's a lot. Like 10 different heroes were banned. Like I said, Rufus was banned, Dante was banned. So I was able to like I said, there's a lot of Ishmael teams, but I was able to kind of push through a lot of them. But like I use this team in arenas a lot as well. Um, Not on defense, but if I go, where's my victories? Did I see? I use the Arachne Maya team here to victory. Like I might, since I have my arena fights up, I might do some of those here. But let's talk about why Arachne is good. So Arachne has the, like I said, her ultimate, it's an AE damage and stuns nearby targets for 5 seconds. This is really good, especially if you hit the whole team with it. 5-second stuns, no joke. And this one is also a stun effect. It's 2-second stuns. So again, this is also AE damage. So these two are really good. But then if you pair her with Mara Patron, so Mara Patron is this one here. Her deadly weakness patronage, control effect duration increased by 200%. So those stuns, like that 5-second stun becomes a 15-second stun. That's 2-second stun becomes a 6-second stun. Like, and if you have a way to land stuns, you can literally like stun lock him out of the game. Sebastian obviously complicates that though. Sebastian, like that Otis Rennie, he can't stun very well if Otis Rennie's up, which is also part of the why reason we use Maya, because you can use Maya with Biscuit Patron, but also Maya is just good on her own, since poisonous spawns, this living sprouts entangle enemies on the far left and far right, pulling them to each other and poisoning them. What this does is bunch up the enemy team, making it easier for Arachne's abilities to hit the entire team instead of just like the front of the team or the back of the team or whatever. The whole team gets put together, and then Arachne can literally hit the whole team with her ults and stun the whole team for 15 seconds. Like, it's really good. But Maya also does lots of pure damage with her Toxic Pollen and Queen's Revenge, as well as obviously the Poisonous Bombs also does damage here. But like so this does a lot of pure damage. And this is relevant because if you don't know about Biscuit Patron, like Biscuit as a patron, like if you put him on a hero, like all attacks made by that hero puts this debuff on him called Stain Chill, which reduces the healing by that enemy for 5 seconds. Remember, this is a 100% chance of landing status effect, even if you don't have Biscuit fully developed. Like, so long as he's at least Violet Patron, this status effect is a 100% chance of landing, and this is on all attacks, so all those AE damage that Maya's doing with her pure damage is stripping off these ode counters, because this prevents debuffs from applied 15 times. 15 times is not a lot when 3 ticks of poison from Maya is 15. Against the full team, there's 5 heroes, so 3 ticks of poison with Biscuit Patron literally dispels Ode to Serenity. Like, it is really quick. So this ends up being like one of the best ways to counter Sebastian. So you'll see like a lot of times you'll have like so we can just go say this one doesn't have Sebastian at all, so we don't even need to, they don't have Sebastian in their line. So a lot of times I said, so we can actually probably just stun lock him here with Arachne. Like this is an arena. We can try some like Ishmael teams in a bit here, but we're gonna try this one first. This is just an arena team. Like, you'll see teams like this. That's also why this should be a good example why you want to use Sebastian on your defending team, because without Sebastian to block status effects, control heroes will literally walk all over you like this. Like, their whole team's stunned. And Arachne is just probably going to just close the deal here because they're not going to get to do much for the rest of this fight. Refresh stun on everybody. Maya bunching them up even closer. And boom, just like that. This is how this team works. There wasn't any Iris, obviously, in the Cosmic Battle due to bans, but this is how this team works. You literally try to stun lock them, and then just beat them with like I said, and just like bleed them out. So boom, like I said, Arachne is not a major damage dealer on her own, but the stuns are what got us the win here. So that's like how that line works. I use it all the time on both accounts. I mean, I probably use twins a bit more on this account just because I think twins are a bit better against wider range teams. But let's see if we can find. It's not trying to find something. It's Dante. There was no Dante in the Cosmic Battle, so we might have to. There was no Yasmin either. No Iris. Yeah, sure. This said, it's a different meta game, so that's a guild mate. But there was no Heidi either. Haha. There was no Rufus. But this is. I said that's. I'd want to try to find something that was kind of like what we saw in the Cosmic Battle. There was no Amira. Okay, this is gonna probably be as close as we can. We will have to use Morgan. Instead, in which case we'll use Chorus, try to block us from those stun effects. As long as you don't get super unlucky, this will probably work, but pretty much you work by trying to strip Ode to Serenity, because Ode to Serenity comes up pretty quickly because of Public Idol. And we do not have Ode protection. We have Rebellion Chorus protect us from stuns, so... And I don't think Aurora got a stun proof. She ended up dying really quick. It's the other thing. We don't have Axle protection either, so... It's a bit different, like said, because it's the full meta game, so we have all these other heroes. So yeah, we're probably gonna lose this fight. Because I didn't have to deal with Rufus in the Cosmic Battle is the other reason, like said. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I said I think Twins would probably power through this team better than Arachne Maya. But Arachne Maya, because there wasn't like the usual suspects that they'll counter you. We didn't have those issues. This was a team you could probably fight. I think all these heroes were allowed. I don't think any of these ones were banned. But this isn't a good team, so... but we'll go through this one, sure. We'll fight it. Something a bit different. So Satori's a hero who can really wreck Aurora. But if you have Sebastian, that shouldn't be that much of a problem. So we'll try this one here. The bigger threat might be Aurora, because we got a lot of magic damage going on. Alright, there you go. Boom. Haha. I think it was more Aurora than Arachne Maya. Didn't really do their thing, so that was all Aurora versus Aurora. So, but we might want to go create a different line in a guild battle here. So let's see. We had a lot of like Ishmael teams. Some of them used Aurora for tank. Some of them used Astroth. Let's put Astroth here. I think is gonna be more. We could use Nebula. But Fafnir. I think Fafnir you could do. Thea was really common. Thea was one. That's usually why I was rerolling. I was usually rerolling when I saw this line, just because Thea was such a kind of like I said. Reusing reroll effectively is a thing. That was the main hero I was rerolling against, because Thea was definitely a problem. So we probably won't use Thea here, but who do we want to use? Said Heidi was banned. Yasmin is banned. Maybe just try it with Nebula. This one could be pretty dicey. Like this is one that I probably wouldn't have a 100% chance on, but we can try it. Gotta get some good rolls here, though. As long as Aurora doesn't die early on, we should be able to win this one, but this one is definitely gonna come down to luck. But I do think this one's probably winnable more often than not. Oh, that wasn't Celeste. Like, how'd Cart get in there? But we'll run it like this. And this is a team we definitely saw this one a lot. Right, Ishmael can hit really hard if he lands a hit, with especially Nebula boosting him. Okay, now they're all Ode Serenity down, so now they're all stunned. Alright, we probably put Celeste in a manual here. Try to get some damage in. Why they're, like I said, because we're all fully healed, don't need healing right now. Okay, put it back to auto while Ishmael's doing stuff. The Nebula's already down. Sebastian's down, so they aren't going to get another Ode refresh. Like, this is pretty much how we powered through most of these fights. Like, boom, look at that blip, stunned them, then bled them out. Like, and that was what a lot of these victories look like. Aurora did most of the damage, but it was Arachne stunning them and Maya stripping Ode that led to the wins. And this was true for a lot of teams. Like I said, there were some teams like Thea that I tried to avoid if I could. There were some other ones where they would run Aurora as the main tank. If they ran Aurora instead of like Astaroth, I would actually change my lineup a bit. So where is Nebula? Sebastian. Okay, there's Sebastian. So, and Fafnir. So if they did something like this, I would actually switch it up here. This is when I would actually, instead of using Sebastian, I would use a chorus here to protect against stuns. But I'd also bring in Isaac on these ones. There's Isaac. He's way down there. Alright. Where's Isaac? Or actually, where's Arachne? Already got Isaac. There you go, Arachne. So I'd usually do stuff like this because Isaac gives me an advantage in the Aurora mirror. So long as we avoid the stuns, of course, we should have a fighting chance here. Like I said, Isaac can stun, silence. But also, boom, here we go. So the Aurora mirror, there you go. So my Aurora's dead. Theirs isn't, but I still have Isaac, who is going to do some more damage when he gets his next attack in, like here. So this was the other thing I used. Sometimes I'd bring in Isaac instead of Sebastian to beat the ones that were running Aurora. Like, this is kind of like how to, like, because Ishmael has fairly weak magic defense. So long as you said Mirage is what makes Ishmael tough, because he gets hard to kill. But if you can kill him before that comes up, then he's not so bad to deal with. So, which is why Aurora is pretty good versus Ishmael if you can get a lot of Aurorians. Like, so my Aurora versus their Aurora, like, it kind of creates a feedback of magic damage because of how the Rainbow Halo works, which gives my Isaac some charge. But yeah, like, so that's the gist of the Arachne Maya team. Not too much more to say on it. I did post a video yesterday about why you should have Sebastian, since we have a Sebastian event going. Yeah, if you haven't seen the video on why you should have Sebastian, please check it out below. And as always, thank you for watching.